I have a business proposal. Look for me by the house near the gates. I promise it will be worthwhile.
We'll all be dead when the Darkspawn come.
All right.
They used to display the heads of traitors over that gate. I suppose my father is lucky his didn't end up there.
I'm all that's left of my family. My wife, my son.
Hey, what are you staring at? Looking to start something? Oh, here to investigate the chasm, are you? It's about time. I can't take all the credit for finding the rift, you know. Mika here fell in first. Well, it's quite a ways out of town. We were tracking a buck off in that direction, you see, before this Darkspawn mess. We'd been on his tail for about a week at that point. I'd wager he thought it was great fun leading us on a merry chase as he did. That buck was a sly one, he was. He had big feet and a... Oh, the chasm, yes. We saw it coming over a rise. It was really something to behold. A huge cleft, as though the Maker himself had cracked the earth in two, like an egg.
I like eggs.
It looked like someone had tried to build over it, but it must have been abandoned a long time ago. No one in town knew about it. Well, people, I suppose. Maybe even the Darkspawn. Well, of course, we had to investigate. That was when Mika fell in. A shriek like you wouldn't believe, and he was gone.
Earth crumbled, not stable.
Right. And as Mika lay there yelling about his knee or his head or what have you, the Darkspawn appeared. More than a brood and less than a horde. They seemed occupied, like they had someplace really important they had to be. Didn't notice us at all, thank the Maker.
The Darkspawn was so occupied as to overlook two screaming injured men. Boggles the mind.
I marked the chasm on my map so we could avoid it, but sounds like you want to know where it is, so here you go. So, we getting anything for our trouble? Thanks. This'll get me good and drunk at the inn. Take my mind off the trouble out there. Make a watch over you, as they say.
Woods are slippery when wet. Be careful.
The Darkspawn was supposed to go away when the Archdemon died. In Amaranthine, it's worse than before.
Ah, can you smell that? That is the smell of freedom. It comes complete with the smell of dogs and dust, but the freedom is in there too. Oh, the fact that there are pies around to smell is a step up for me. I've had a pieless existence, more or less. I escaped from the tower 7 times. After the last time, they put me in solitary confinement for a year. Eventually, I'm sure they would have branded me a Maleficar, true or not, and executed me. The problem is that mages are tolerated, barely. It's like you need permission to be alive. There's nothing a mage can do to prove himself. Everyone needs to be protected from you. The end. The Tevinter Imperium has a better way, but we know how that argument flies around here. All I want is a pretty girl, a decent meal, and the right to shoot lightning at fools. True. I want a harem, a banquet, and the ability to rain fireballs upon every Templar in creation. Never mind me. Now and again I recall that I'm not sitting in a cell and I have to smile, that's all.
Why won't you let us in? The Darkspawn are coming!
It's the constable's orders. There's no place for you in the city.
Well, they don't look infected. And he has children.
Look, we let some in, we'll have the rest scratching at our eyes. No exceptions.
Make us spit on you, you heartless bastard!
We'll die if they don't let us in.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Excuse me, but I need to search your packs for smuggled goods. Thank you. I will make this quick.
What are you doing, man? Are you accusing the commander of the Grey of smuggling?
But you said everyone...
You are dismissed. I apologize. Smugglers and thieves have all but taken over the city. We could certainly use your help in this. Come speak to me later if you're interested.
Greetings, Warden Commander.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
The Warden's taking over Vigil's keep is bad news.
I'm gonna book passage on a ship to Orlais.
Where'd you get the money?
Sold everything we had. At least we'll be able to get away from the Darkspawn.
Ugh, there are too many peasants making their way into the city. I once knew someone who bought a piece of Andraste's shin bone in the Amaranthine market.
Delilah? Is that really you?
Nathaniel, I had feared the worst.
Times must have been hard, Delilah. But you can do better than this. Come back to the estate until we find somewhere else.
What? Oh, Nathaniel, I didn't marry Albert out of desperation. I adore him. I was so glad to get away from Father's evil. This life is so much better.
Father's evil? Isn't that overstating things a little? He got caught up in politics.
You weren't here. You didn't see what he did, Nathaniel. You want the culprit who destroyed our family? It was him, without question.
I had no idea.
Of course you did. But you always worshipped Father, right from when you were a little boy. Come, brother, let us sit and catch up a bit, shall we?
She said she wants me to come back. Once all this is done. Meet her husband. She's due by the spring. She seems happy. She said Father deserved to die. I still can't believe it. I thought he had his reasons. It was a war for Andraste's sake. Before I went to the Free Marches, he was never... How could he have changed so much? And nearly destroyed us all in the process. I wish I'd known some of this sooner. I feel like such a fool. Now please, let's get back to our business. I need to think.
Warden Commander! Thank the Maker you're finally here. I was afraid our messages never got through to you. Yes. Thank you for coming to the Guild. We need your help. Our caravans are being attacked. The wagons are burnt to ashes, and there have been no survivors. It's gotten worse lately. People from the neighbouring villages have found guards torn limb from limb and left in the village square. I don't know. How would I know the minds of these monsters, whoever or whatever they are? Whatever it is, it's completely crippled trade between Amaranthine and Denerim. No one wants to travel the road through the Wending Wood. Can the Grey Wardens help at all? Others start making excuses when they hear how brutal the killings have been. The Grey Wardens are our last hope. Oh, Maker, bless you and watch over you. If you can stop the killings, the Merchants Guild will make a hefty donation to your organisation. You have my promise.
Please let me into the city. Please, sir.
Greetings, Warden Commander. You're the sort who delights in helping the common man, yes? May I direct you to the Merchants Guild's board? Folk here often need goods from far-flung parts. They post the requests here. There is good coin in this, particularly with trade halted by the trouble on the roads. If you ever feel inclined, please take a look at the jobs available. Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
Yes.
Those smugglers are bastards for taking advantage of the chaos.
If the smugglers keep driving up the price of supplies.
That's a strange place to store a pitchfork.
Aye, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
I suppose that requires some explanation. She's normally more welcoming than that. A lot more. Nemea is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her. During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety. My phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it. I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Do you keep track of how many Darkspawn you kill? We should compete.
You know, when your father took over the Jarl of Denerim's palace, he moved his bedroom next to the dungeon.
What are you talking about?
Sounds like someone liked to nip down for a bit of torture before bedtime.
Delilah did say that father had begun indulging his darker side.
Hey, everyone needs daddy issues. Just trying to help.
I hear Hubert's gang got their hands on some moonshine. You think they'll sell some to me?
Hubert hates you.
That's a no, then.
Yes.
I got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything.
No!
Leave me alone.
Ooh, it's like you have light shining from your eyes.
What can I get for you, friend?
Something I can do for you, friend? Just darkspawn raids outside the city. Everyone's keeping close to Amaranthine. And who are you supposed to be that's asking? A dwarf? Truly? Well, I suppose I... Well, never mind that. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while. Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her. Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
We should rise up.
Huh?
Rise up and take back power. Back from all those nosy guards and who watch us with their eyes.
Sure.
I'll do it, you just watch. Once I get another ale.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
That would be cheating. Are you calling Andraste a dirty cheater?
She cheated on her husband, didn't she?
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? And here I was, thinking how I never get hit on by the clientele. Perhaps you'll settle for a drink instead. Got some mead from the coast on special, and it's not even that bad. Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar. Looking to wet your whistle, stranger? We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now. Said he was tracking some Darkspawn, one particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious, like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right? No, he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room. We chatted, like I said. He's married, as I recall. My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
Yes. Yes. And I'm off. All right.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere? Well, I don't want to bother you with this, you being my boss and all. I've tried those, but they only stop the itching for a few hours. Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink. Too late for regrets. Yeah, I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy. Yes, I know. Odd, isn't it? Always something to keep me going, it seems. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further. Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage, but they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing, but keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra, but perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college. Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason, something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
It figures, actually. There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great-uncle. He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did. Don't bother. Nobody here will want to see it. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. Curse my father and his idiot ambition. He lost everything for us, didn't he? Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
With trade halted, I can't get my silks from Denerim. It's just awful.
As there is but one world, one... life. There is but one God, and He. All things in this world are finite. What one man gains,
All right.
another...
The Darkspawn was supposed to go away.
Going.
The Archdemon died. In Amaranthine, it's worse than before.
May I help you? I am fortunate indeed that the Commander of the Grey has taken a personal interest in this matter. I'm sorry our note was vague, but Amaranthine is a hotbed of Maleficar activity. Details of who and what they were about would undoubtedly get back to them. Apostates and maleficarum are all too common across the nation, alas. I have worked with an artist to create these sketches of the three suspects. If you could confront them and question them, you would be doing the Maker's work.
The sins of man brought the blight to us.
It's not like Karam to be gone this long. I was sure I would find him at the inn.
We must follow the example of Andraste and reflect upon the chant of light. Your friends and neighbors would do well to heed this lesson and join us in prayer. People are far too lax in tending to their spiritual affairs. Remember that you are an example to your lessers. Listen to the chant of light every week.
And I'm off. All right. I'm gonna book passage on a ship to
I
Auray.
can't believe all this is happening. I thought the blight was over.
Yes.
Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp. Templars. Bloody everywhere. Must stay sharp.
You bloody bastard! You won't catch me!
Let's wipe them out quickly.
The gods will help you.
Yes. The rest of you stay out.
Lead.
And I'm off.
Again.
Now let's see. Which one first?
Anyone got a spare second? No?
Going. think the guards...
And I'm off.
The rest of you pay up. Now!
Destructive forces of nature coming right.
You don't always wear robes, do you?
Surrender! And we'll be merciful!
Around my neck. I like to make it easy for the Templars. Ah, so that's how it's going to be.
And I'm off.
On it.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes,
I think that's where the
everything is
phylacteries
fine.
are. It's probably guarded.
Must keep calm, keep normal. Yes, everything is fine.
That went well, thankfully. So good to see you again. It seems I owe you a reward, yes? Yes, of course.
Lizard eyes? Perhaps a heart? Yes, heart's blood.
What? Oh, what? Go away!
What?
What?
You were staring at me, you man-skirt-wearing freak.
Oh, I thought you were being attacked by a wild animal. It was only your beard.
You think you're so clever, don't you? Sparkle fingers.
And I'm off. All right.
All things in this world are finite. What one man gains.
I will pray for you, Commander.
All right.
Remember that you are an example to your lessers. Listen to the chant of light every week.
Hey, you're that important person.
By the power in
Let's
my
wipe
blood,
them out
you will
quickly.
suffer for what you have done to my apprentices!
Die. If you insist. Very good.
We have done well.
All right. Let's teach this fool a lesson.
Destructive forces of nature coming right on!
Going.
No guards? Maybe they don't want to draw attention to the cache. Could we be that lucky?
And here I almost believed the infamous Anders wouldn't take the bait.
Ah, yes. I suppose I should have known it would be you.
You made a poor choice with this one, Commander. Anders will never submit, not to us and not to you. So far, yes. I'll make sure that this murderer is never a bother to anyone again.
What? No, you can't arrest me! King Alistair allowed my conscription.
The Chancellor's authority supersedes the Crown in this matter. You cannot hide within the Grey Warden's ranks. Hardly surprising. The Grey Wardens have ever been a haven for criminals and Maleficar. I do not know how you inspire such loyalty, Anders, but it will avail you naught. Now you come with us.
Hurting yet?
Brilliant!
I wonder if Nemea knew about this. I guess it doesn't really matter. Thank you. You stood by me, and I appreciate that. I wasn't planning on running away from the Wardens. I've no idea whether you believe that. Anyhow, let's go before someone else rushes in to waggle a finger at us.
All right. Going.
Yes, Commander.
All right. Going.
Hey, you're that...
Go get your own drink.
An important person.
What can I get for you, friend? What can I get for you?
Going. All right.
I will pray for you, Commander.
Repent and have faith, and you shall know the peace.
Did you see those two throwing money around last night?
I wish I had a mysterious benefactor.
I almost feel sorry.
Hey, why didn't we think of this earlier? Wine and women all day and all night.
Here's to our mysterious benefactor.
Long may this cow be milked.
Have you ever thought of returning to Orzammar?
Not sure I can. Technically, I'm a surface dwarf now.
Why technically? You don't know for certain?
It's not like they send you a letter. Congratulations, you've been ejected from the warrior caste.
Do you care?
Sometimes. Then I drink more and it goes away.
Yes. All right.
It is so good to see you well, Commander.
All right.
I saw the revered mother at the apothecary trying to get something for an itch. What's she been up to? In a fight with his girl. You know anything about that?
Yeah. She was pestering him about making an honest woman of her. So the dumb bastard says, I'll marry you when you figure out how to make whiskey come out of your tits. Ah. Heard she wrecked 2 windows and most of her west wall trying to get at him with a pitchfork.
And I'm off.
He hung himself. Oh, Karen, why couldn't you have told me?
These blasted roads, so rough, so itchy. The revered mother of a city this size deserves so much more.
Yes.
Where did the brothers put my book? They should be switched for their insolence. Remember that you are an example to your lessers. Listen to the chant of light every week.
Yes? What?
Hey, you're that important person.
Right you are, Warden. We'll get these walls rebuilt for you.
You're back. You needed... Ah! You're back. Ah!
Forcing me, to come to this dreadful turnip keep. Oh, the indignity.
All right.
So, you're a How.
Do you have a point, Mage?
Hey, I'm fond of the Hows. I'm also fond of the whys, the whos, and the whats.
How clever.
Oh, it's shameful how long it took me to come up with that.
Commander, just...
And I'm off. Now let's see. Which one first? Got a spare second wind? No?
Time to die!
And I'm off.
We have done well.
And I'm off. Yes.
You're quite the dirty little dwarf, aren't you?
You're quite the dirty little mage.
I do my best. Still, I'm no ale-swilling mountain of belches like you.
And I'm no winking, slack-jawed coward like you.
True, we should form a club.
Commander, just give me...
So what would you do if you didn't have to be a Grey Warden? Is it? You've never thought about it? Does nobody ever leave the Wardens? You can run, but you can't hide? I think I've heard that before. I've never liked the idea of being trapped somewhere, to be honest. It reminds me of the Circle. After my 7th escape attempt, you'd think they'd have given me credit for trying. I got really good at escaping the tower. Just never good at staying escaped. Until now, I suppose. You know, there is one thing I miss about the tower. My cat. Mr. Wiggums. He wasn't my cat, he was the tower's mouser. But he took a liking to me. There were days when that stupid cat was the only person I saw. Except for it not being a person. Still, I liked him. Poor Mr. Wiggums. He became possessed by a rage demon, but he did take out 3 Templars. Oh, I was never more proud. A toast to Mr. Wiggums, then. May he forever eat mice in the Fade.
And I'm off.
I don't think we should dally here.
Shall we get a move on?
May I be of service? Of course. May I be of service, sir?
You need anything, Commander?
Yes.
Hey, I gotta thank you for saving my hide today. There was that guy, and he was all, and I was, but then I got hit by an arrow, and then I fell over, and it was meep, but you were there, and you were all, spectaculous. I'm gonna drink to you, Commander. Here's to the... Here's to the... oh.
Is this what I think it is? It is. That's the Howe crest burned into the wood right there. This is my grandfather's bow. Or rather, my grandfather was the last to use it. It was originally made for an ancestor during the Exalted Marches. Well, my father hid it away, I guess. I'm surprised he didn't simply have it destroyed. I remember finding it before Father sent me to the Free Marches. A shame for it to sit in storage. Thank you. It's good to have a part of my family's legacy again. Something to be proud of.
That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed. That looks fine indeed.
Oh, I've always wanted one of these. This is nice.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty. He looks like Mr. Wiggums. Oh, but I don't know if I should keep him. We got into some dangerous scraps. I'm not sure. Seems cruel to just leave him. Well, I'll keep him just for a while, until I find somewhere safer. Is that okay with you, kitty? I'll call you Sir Pounce-a-Lot. You can stay in my pack. Just for a little while, yes? Ooh, for me? Ooh! You shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
You need anything, Commander?
Commander, the Lords of Amaranthine have come to swear fealty to you and the Grey Wardens. These were Al Rendenhau's vassals. Now they will be yours. Lieges and vassals are seldom of one mind, Commander. Some of these lords bore Rendon no love, but others had their prospects ruined with his demise. Tread carefully, Commander. Lords and ladies, I present the Warden Commander of Ferelden and Arl of Amaranthine.
Commander.
Ban Esmeralda of Amaranthine, as is old custom, you have the honor of beginning.
I promise that I, Ban Esmeralda, will be faithful to the Arl in matters of life, limb, and earthly honor. Never will I bear arms against him or his heirs. So I say, in the sight of the Maker.
I promise that I, Lord Edelbreck...
And so, the ceremony is complete.
Long live the Warden Commander!
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. There's really only two who can offer real support in the war. Lord Edelbreck, master of the Firavel Plains, controls more farmland than anyone else. He's powerful and popular. Ban Esmeralda rules the city, wealthiest in the room by far. She may not be loved, but she cannot be ignored.
A pleasure to meet you, Commander.
Honored to meet you, Warden Commander. You come to us during desperate times.
Not more about your precious farms, Edelbreck.
Some in our Arling do not have the comfort of city walls. On the plains, the situation is dire. As we feast, the peasants on our lands are starving, or worse.
The city's defenses are more important, Edelbreck.
There may be wheat in the silos now, but if the farmers die, where will you get your food?
Edelbreck can't defend his own lands, so he asks the commander to save him.
I admit my lands are ravaged and fortunes diminished, but it's my grain that fills Amaranthine's belly. Thank you, my liege.
I see that Lord Edelbreck wastes no time in canvassing you for soldiers to defend his farms. Do not be deceived, Commander. His livelihood is all he cares about. Amaranthine is the jewel of the Arling, and she must be protected. Pragmatism. A farming hovel can be rebuilt with straw and mud. Amaranthine was built over generations. If she falls, then this great Arling will be diminished.
Wealth is well and good, but what measure do you put to human life? The folk in the country outnumber your city dwellers many times over.
I would not be so vulgar as to violate the decorum of this event. Commander? Villages come and go, but a city that has been sacked can take
It's an honor
generations
to
to
have you as our
recover.
liege, Commander.
Warden Commander, we've all heard so much about you. So many good things, unbelievable things. But many of your deeds cost people here a chance at great advancement. So many fortunes were deeply intertwined with the old Arl. Some nobles here, they seek to end your dominion over them. Perhaps you do not know the full extent of their determination. I've had occasion to intercept some of their missives. They are cryptic things. Any individual message is unintelligible, but together they form a pattern. They mean to end you before you can begin. A deadly coalition. I would take this matter seriously, Warden. They know of your capabilities, and they're spending a fortune to see their aims fulfilled. Given a few days, I can retrieve the messages. I would have brought them tonight, but I didn't know if warning you would be wise. I've much to lose and precious little to gain. Farewell. We will meet again soon.
Commander.
Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to end, I mean. Edelbrecht speaks truly, sir, but things are dire. He and Ban Esmeralda both contest the deployment of soldiers. But we don't have enough men. It's a matter of what you want to protect. The city, the land, trade. As you wish. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you want the ceremony to... Do you know the conspirators? The right of high justice is yours, and treachery is a capital offense. She's a sly one, Sir Tamra, but knowledgeable about such things. Better to be a touch paranoid than turning up face down in a ditch. To proceed, we'd need strong proof, and that'll be hard to gather. There are options, some I would not recommend. They could turn the nobles fierce. We could have some soldiers try to spy on the nobility. I suppose that might bear fruit. There are also rumors of someone called the Dark Wolf, who finds information for a fee. Dangerous fellow, by all accounts. Not bleeding likely, in truth. Good men, lousy spies. No idea, honestly. Somewhere in the foreign quarter of Amaranthine is all I know. You could invite a member of each of the noble families to stay as prolonged guests. And if anything untoward happens, well, you get the picture. This is a terribly Orlesian thing to do. You need to head to the city then, and chase down a ghost. Let me know if you want the nobles cleared out. If you... As you wish, Commander. Clear the hall. The Commander has business to attend to. Commander.
All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
You seem rather attached to that cat, Anders.
It's more that he's rather attached to me. Isn't that right, Sir Pounce-a-Lot?
Isn't that name a little... ridiculous?
What do you think I should call him? Frederick?
There are worse names, I suppose.
My pardon, sir. I was paid a whole sovereign to give this letter to you. I told him I did. There are easier ways of getting a message to the Commander of the Grey. Some visiting knight didn't catch his face. Full helmet, you know. He said he was Sir Wolf of Rivane. Ah, the Dark Wolf's nothing but a rumour. Mind you, he was acting suspicious. No, sir. Again, my pardon.
Repent and have faith. All men are the work of our Maker's hands.
How do the Templars always find you, Anders?
Incredibly angry. That's how they find me.
There must be some trick to it, surely.
They began recruiting women. The male Templars never stopped to ask for directions.
You're impossible to talk to.
I do my best.
I see you got my letter, Commander. It's an honor to meet you. The less you know of me, the better. But by some, I am called the Dark Wolf. In the depths of the city, there is murmuring. Murmuring that nobles want you dead. I'd like to help. You are? I thought perhaps the first Dark Wolf was killed or imprisoned. You must admit that your current position does not leave time for shadow games. You see, I have hopes that the Wardens will prove more fit to rule this land than the late Arl Rendon Howe. His confederates are the conspirators. But to unearth their identities, I'll need resources. 50 sovereigns. Corrupt, miserly nobles have beggared many a proud commoner. Some commoners turn to distasteful occupations just to survive. Is it not fitting that they would want to strike back in the only way they're able? It will be done. Give me some time.